Hello, hello. We made it to spring. Whether this gets out before the spring equinox or after, this time of year, it's all about new beginnings. And I'm standing up today in the video, which is a little different for me, but I keep getting this thing in my head. It says, springtime is here, stand up. Stand up. Just like some of these new flowers are doing. They're standing up, they're emerging. The truth is, if you found this page and you resonate with me, look at that catch. That probably means you've been on some sort of path where you've been awakening, you've been hearing certain truths, you've noticed things that's going on in the world. You not only notice that it's not right, but you also know that it's not completely hopeless. You know that things cycle through, and when things fall apart, it creates a new blank, like a blank canvas, a new space to walk forward in. So you're mixed emotions right now, like me. You're sad, you're scared sometimes, but you're also hopeful, and you know that all of these things that have been teaching you and all of these lessons that have been taking place have been preparing us for this moment. And so on, and will continue to do so. So for this spring, what I wish, or perhaps what I'll put out there intentionally, is that we'll stand up for each other, for the planet. Look how much green is behind me. I'm glad I wore green today. That's perfect. Blue and green. That's what I think of when I think of the planet. I also think of all the times that in this country, the U.S., since I was born in 96, that we've bounced back from tragedies. All of a sudden, people want to hug then. Why not hug before it comes? Why not start grounding before the next headlines? Oh, I was ready to catch it again. I was there though. My mind just is going to the best possible outcomes it can right now, because I have suffered enough. I think a lot of people on this planet have suffered enough. And for those that are in a position that they don't have the luxury of just coming out to the park, turning on their camera because real life is happening to them, and we just watch and we get shooken by that, or we get mad, and the farthest we go is we complain at other people, and we continue to divide people into these boxes instead of saying, hey, it's time to stand up right now. I'm not this guy either. I'm getting emotional because I'm really not that comfortable talking like this. I've just been doing it for so long because I've been so desperate for things to start moving, and I'm happy that things are moving. I'm not going to discredit those doing the work. I'm not going to discredit myself and the work I've done. Not that I've been perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But when I get to that moment where I feel so close to a utopia, to a paradise, and it feels like it's right here, it's just at a slightly different frequency that we can get to, that's what brings my sadness. But I also just know that if you are like me, that we are allowed to step into that other frequency, and we can remain there. And perhaps that's how we ground some of this into the planet, is because we're remaining there, acting as receivers all over the place. Spread out all over the place, where it's not just one place that's easily becomes a target, but also is just like we're spreading it out to the whole planet because we're expanding that. I'm just going to hold this thing the rest of this. And I wasn't planning on saying any of this today. This is unscripted. I was coming out here to play guitar. But something said turn it on, start talking, and I'm glad I did. I'm going to wrap it up there. Let me know what you're going through. I am always yapping, And my type of content doesn't get the push. It's not AI based, it's not hooky. I don't try to scare anyone. I just try to be real. As always, you are your best teacher. Anything that I said, if you're resonating with that, explore that with what that means to you. Don't just look at me as your teacher. Look at me as your friend. Look at me as someone who is a guide, perhaps. But you are your best teacher, and that power comes from inside your experience. So tap into that. I love you. May there be more peace, more love, more harmony these next 12 months. Hope to see you around. Peace.